Hi, this is Collar of Sublime Trading. This is the Forex Weekend video analysis. So we have 5 interesting Forex pairs to look at today. We're going to begin by looking at the euro dollar. So looking at the monthly time frame first, price is not in a clear trend here. We can see price is in between last year's high and last year's low. Looking at the weekly time frame, price is currently just sitting around the 200 simple moving average, and price is also below the 50 simple moving average. As the overall trend is bearish, we need price to actually clear the 200 simple moving average, so break below this area before considering any shorting opportunities. Looking at the daily time frame, price is currently just above the 50 simple moving average and below the 200 simple moving average. So again, a lot of indecision on all time frames. This is a forex pair we want to stand aside from taking any trade. We want to see clear direction before taking any trading opportunities. Until we can see a clear trend, we need to apply a lot of patience and stand aside and look for opportunities elsewhere. Next forex pair we are looking at is the Euro Australian dollar. If we look at the monthly time frame, price is currently in between last year's high and last year's low, and I've drawn in a resistance line here. This is a line drawn from a strong area of resistance. If price can clear this purple line, then we can start to look for long opportunities, as there's a lot of clear space before the next strong area of resistance all the way up here. Looking at the weekly time frame, price is currently above the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. As we can see here, there is no trend in play. Price is in this area of consolidation, so forex pair we need to stand aside from taking any trades on. Looking at the daily time frame, price is currently above both the 50 and 200 simple moving averages, but again here on the daily time frame we can clearly see there's no clear trend, so no obvious opportunity to take any trades. So again, we need to stand aside and apply patience. Next forex pair we are looking at is the pound US dollar. On the monthly time frame, as you can see, price is currently sitting at last year's low, where it's currently finding support. Looking at the weekly time frame, price is below both the 50 and 200 simple moving averages, so we'll only be looking for shorting opportunities. As you can see, after price declined here, we saw this pullback, and since then price has started to move back to the downside. Looking at the daily time frame, price is below both the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. If I draw my crosshair from this area of support and we look across, we see that price moved down through the crosshair around here, and if we continue to look to the right, price has since come back up and has gone into consolidation. Next forex pair is the pound New Zealand dollar. Price at the moment is in this area of consolidation in between last year's high and last year's low. As we can see, price is just going sideways. Looking at the weekly time frame, clearer picture here. Price is below both the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. Although price is going sideways on the monthly time frame, we can see that prices started to move to the downside. Going to the daily time frame, price is currently below both the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. After this deep move down, price has since moved back up to this area of resistance from this previous low. So if we look from this low and look across, we see our prices come to this area here and here. So this area appears to be holding as resistance for the meantime. So what we want to see now is for a further move to the downside and eventually break and close below this low. If that does happen, then we can look for shorting opportunities. Last forex pair for the weekend analysis is the US dollar Canadian dollar. If we look at the monthly time frame, prices currently find a resistance at last year's high. We need price to clear that level before considering any long opportunities. On the weekly time frame, price is currently above the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. We see from this point price has gradually started to move up. We're seeing higher highs and higher lows. On the daily time frame, price is currently above the 50 and 200 simple moving averages. So the weekly and daily charts are showing bullish behavior. So we just need to wait for the monthly to break above that area of resistance I mentioned before. Then we can start to consider any long opportunities. Thank you for watching the Forex Weekend video analysis. Don't forget to press subscribe below the video and also hit the notification button.